Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Miami's offense will have the ball first. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well. But they executed. They made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get two?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. Flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Anderson wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Play-action fake. With the catch, it's Carr. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Love the coverage, not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
They punt it away on fourth down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes to grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on fourth down. Sticks it in his belly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fourth and short, ball right at midfield. It at least crossed my mind. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides.
It might have crossed your mind, but did it ever cross your mind not to go for this?
No. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Let's go. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Davis. Turning on the Jets. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Seminoles had this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. And back to the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game. And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Anderson will throw. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Moulton.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lyle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Anderson wants to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Gibson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davis. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Anderson will throw. Dumps it to the back. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Lot of room to the run, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. Almost to the first down. Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Punch it out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, Give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field? That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Davis. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Noles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 11 over Louisville. Any big changes in his ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Anderson wants to throw. using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. He's loose. Short gain on the play before he slides. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Hodges. Still running at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Moulton. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Moulton. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Anderson will throw. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like,
he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Anderson wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. On the move at the 30. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball in.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer.
He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Anderson will throw. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier to call pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's your offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Hurricanes want to move quickly.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
grab behind the line. It's Moulton. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles